Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take sources, articles, notes you send us, and we really try to pull out the key insights. Basically, a shortcut to getting informed. Today, we're diving into a blog post. It's called You're Stronger Than You Think Because You're Not Alone. And our mission really is to unpack this piece, figure out where it suggests we can find strength. Especially, when the pressure is immense, when you feel like you're just running on empty. This one, it pulls you right in, I thought. It starts with this scenario, this daughter. She's prepping for her medical technologist board exam. And you just feel the weight on her. Top student, eldest sibling, setting the bar.
Right, the expectations.
Exactly. Supportive daughter, too. And underneath all that, she's wrestling with these comparisons, these fears. She even whispers, what if I fail?
And that's such a relatable fear, isn't it?
Yeah.
That feeling of being completely overwhelmed.
Totally. I think most of us have been there. An exam, a job, just life stuff. So, okay, for someone feeling like that, completely swamped, where does this post say the strength actually comes from? How do you move forward?
Well, what's really interesting is how the author tackles that exact feeling, the inadequacy, the pressure. And the answer it gives is, well, it's specific. And maybe a bit counterintuitive for some. It basically says, true strength isn't really about perfecting yourself or just pushing harder on your own.
Okay.
It points outwards to an external source. It specifically brings up Philippians 4.13. You know the one.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yeah.
Exactly that. So it offers this perspective on resilience that really challenges how we usually think about our own capacity, where our strength comes from.
That is a big distinction, isn't it? Because, the default is awfully just try harder. Pull yourself up.
Right. Grit your teeth and push through.
But this sounds like it's saying something else entirely. How does it explain that? Strength from outside.
Precisely. And the author is careful. It's not saying personal effort doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
But it's about where your ultimate foundation lies. That verse, I can do all things. The post argues it's not some guarantee you'll achieve everything perfectly through sheer willpower.
Right. Not like a magic wand.
Not at all. Instead, it's interpreted more as being carried.
Yeah.
When you genuinely feel you can't carry yourself anymore. It's about leaning on that divine source when your own strength just gives out. Being equipped, rather than just finding it all within yourself.
And it connects that to Paul, who wrote the verse. He wrote it from prison.
Which is huge context.
Yeah, that context is incredibly powerful. I mean, he wasn't exactly in an ideal spot. Far from it.
Right.
Yet he's talking with this confidence. It really highlights that his strength wasn't about his circumstances.
Exactly. It wasn't dependent on things going well. That he wrote it from such a place of limitation, of pressure. It just completely reframes how you might read that verse. It shows the strength isn't about, personal awesomeness in good times. It's about this unwavering confidence, even when things are tough, because it's flowing from somewhere else, from that divine connection. And that idea really gets to the heart of the title. You're stronger than you think because you're not alone. It's that specific kind of not alone.
That's interesting, though, because when I first saw because you're not alone, my mind maybe went to, community, friends, family, even just being kinder to yourself. Does the post touch on that side of things?
That's a fair question. And look, human connection is vital, no doubt. Community support helps us through so much.
Yeah.
But this particular piece really zeroes in specifically on the divine source, the spiritual not alone.
Got it.
That sense of being equipped and supported by God, even when maybe human support feels distant or the problem feels too big for just people to solve. It's presented as the ultimate anchor. So, connecting it all back, this deep dive into you're stronger than you think because you're not alone, it really offers this kind of radical reinterpretation of strength. It pushes past just self-reliance. It says, look, that verse isn't about you achieving perfection on your own steam. It's about being carried when you're depleted, leaning on God when your own strength is gone. And again, the source makes it so clear with Paul, writing from prison yet totally confident. Why? Because his strength wasn't from his situation. It was from Christ, this external equipping. And that really brings up a question, I think, for you listening.
Yeah, and the question is this. The source gives this advice, specifically for moms talking to their kids, but also for themselves. It says, you are not what others expect. You are who God equips. So think about that for yourself. How might applying that specific idea that your strength isn't just about your own effort or what people think, but about being equipped, how might that change how you face your challenges? Whether that's, exams like the daughter or parenting pressures or whatever big hurdles you've got right now. It's definitely something powerful to think about. This idea that when your strength runs out, another strength can actually step in, allowing you to move forward, maybe with more peace, more faith, like the daughter in the story did after her exam. That's all for this deep dive. We really hope it gave you something meaningful to ponder.